It is probably my favorite game. And thank you for the follow, Alf. How do you pronounce that? Alpha Nebula. Alpha Nebula WGN? There's words, and I can see them. I just can't think of pronunciations in order ever right now. So yeah, this is Link to the Past. The game came out in 1991. Some people came up with a really cool idea called a randomizer. It takes the basic game and just everything is everywhere else. It doesn't make sense. Tonight is the mode is called Enemizer. Joe used the command, but the idea is that I have to get 7 crystals. Go defeat Ganon. And yeah, it's pretty much the goal. But unfortunately, things are a little different now. Not only are the items randomized, the enemies are. So hey, early moon pearl. So every enemy is not who they should be, pretty much. Thank you for the host, Olcash. But yeah, so I am Radical Sniper 99, or Jesse. You know, if you're comfortable enough calling me that, that's cool. My actual name. I don't mind, please. So, I do a mix. I was pretty much always just a lot of like indie Xbox stuff, but then somebody came up with the ladder for Link to the Past, and I just fell in love with racing ladder. And we've been doing these. So I try to split my time between Xbox stuff and ladder. I do terribly at splitting time between the two. We've done a lot more ladder than probably Xbox recently. But I'm thinking tonight I might do some bean dive. I am professional bean diver. It's a talent to have just so many terrible games to go and dive, and we will dive all of them hopefully. We're up to about 70, and the goal is to probably hit at least 200. What got me into the Zelda franchise? This was my first, and that's kind of why. Like, this one just holds a special place. Growing up, this was pretty much almost like the game I played the most. Uh, 2,600 games are on the tag. and we still got plenty to dive. So we'll get there. So yeah, what is this? The Link to the Past ladder is a 1v1 racing system where half an hour before scheduled race time, you can sign up for a race, and then you are assigned based on your ranking. I don't know if we'll hit 3,000 during this dive session, or this year's dive. Nice sentiment, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We got a shield. We got blue mail. We got bombs. That's what I was looking for. So based on your skill, it's a traditional rating system similar to like StarCraft and stuff like that. You get assigned an opponent. I don't know who it is. It is meant to be a mystery. So don't go looking for them. I'm not supposed to know. It's a race, so you can't give me hints. So we are 500 right now on the season. I generally say that I will play pretty much any sprite. Hey, we got Dark World access. So if you have a sprite suggestion and you can watch the race, give me a suggestion and I'll use the sprite. There is a list of sprites. You can pretty much search it. It's like ALTTPR sprites. Like if you search that, you'll find it. And there's a whole ton of them. We've played as quite a few. Goose was good. I won't disagree. Moogle was good. There's a lot of good ones. The people who do the sprite work are very talented. There's been a few duds. We've had some bad ones. I know we did Super Metroid. We did Samus from Super Metroid, or just Samus, and that was kind of bit body horror-ish. And then we did Homer was a rough one. It was just a certain angle with Homer. It wasn't even like the whole Homer sprite was bad. It was just like the one angle of Homer was just really body horror. Scruff had me do Charizard one night, and the only problem with the Charizard sprite was yeah, that was the problem with the Homer one, was that the face was just yeah. But the Charizard sprite was pretty good. But the issue we had with Charizard was the blue mail was Scruff referred to Charizard as Totodile. And then red mail. What the flip? And then red mail was purple Charizard. And I like the color purple. It was just... It was a little disgusting for like a Charizard color sprite. So... and then the bunny sprite for Charizard was a Charmander that was just a little too big. Deadpool was really good. I think Deadpool's had the best bunny sprite we ever had. Deadpool bunny sprite was Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, and that was just hilarious. We played as Pikachu. We played as Ori. My go-to is Plague Knight. I really do like the Plague Knight sprite. I've said if somebody fully develops a Hollow Knight sprite, I will play as Hollow Knight because I loved Hollow Knight. So when people were talking about that one, I streamed my whole playthrough of Hollow Knight. Start to finish, all Pantheons, all playthroughs. I think the only thing I didn't stream of Hollow Knight was my hardcore run, but we streamed the speed run. Today we are playing as Pride Link. That is the name of the sprite. So yeah, Enemizer, we got enemies just all over the place that shouldn't be where they're at. So like we have a Beamo statue in the middle of the grass. That is definitely wrong. Bombs. So yeah, I'd say more than likely we'll probably do so this race will probably take a good 2 to 3 hours. I feel like the capitalization changed. Oh god. No. There we go. You frequently find shadow enemies in this room. And yes, I will try to keep the host raid chain going afterwards. So, I will try not to spoil the work done. I'm not sure who will still be streaming. So, we'll have to see. Lots of thieves and Lionels so far. Hopefully, it'll work, because, you know, when I finished my race last night, I think there was like one person in my follows streaming. And I was like, nope. I know. I realize not everybody can watch the whole race, you know, it's late. We are technically also an affiliate. I don't have the fancy emote yet. I've got to do some work there. We do have channel points, and we've got some rewardy type things that are silly. We recently went through a renaming of our channel points because I didn't like the name I put. I think that one's better. Now I just need an image for them. We'll get to it. Slowly but surely we add things. I'm being a little bit trusting of some of those reward options. Hey, Jess. At 1,000 points, you can tell me to get an achievement in a game. So that could be really bad. You could definitely send me down a rabbit hole of achievements. If it's on my profile. So if you look in the profile, there's actually a link to my Xbox game collection. So if there's an achievement I don't have in a game, suggest it. Within reason. It's achievements like that one, Reese, that just make me go evil. Also, we have the 5,000 point tell me to complete a game. For the complete a game, if it was something like, if you told me to complete a Gears game, my response might just be, okay, that's weird. Right, so like, you know, if Supermarket Shriek becomes the request, then I should be completing Supermarket Shriek. We were pretty far in it. I just have to finish it. But now it's not on Game Pass, so I have to actually, like, I'd have to rebuy the game. I enjoyed it, though. I know many people didn't. So, Ross has been at a lot of my late night streams because I am East Coast US. Obviously, I am not at all on across the ocean. But Ross and I were talking about it, and his semi-devilish, but not terrible, thought was actually a Trials achievement. So, I trust people. I trust you. I trust my friends. I would say I am my specialty is usually platformers and Metroidvanias. I stream those quite frequently, and those are usually titles that I go start to finish. Red Crystal TR, Green Pendant, Swamp, and Blue Pendant Mire. Okay. Yeah. I am infamous for my unwritten walkthroughs, or how slowly I write them. When I write them, they're actually half decent, I think, but I just take forever to get them done. Hey, we're already at level 3 sword. Life is good. So, thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it always. Oh, poor Talos. Everybody wants to know when that one's going to be done. Fire Rod. There we go. Fire Rod's a good item. I'd say Talos was... Okay. Hey Joe, on the Wall of Shame channel, can you just put that in there? Just so I don't forget. Oh, do I? Didn't know. Figured that one was going to come eventually. You had been saying that you were going to do that. Yeah, I know what you mean, so I know where to roughly look. You know what? Crud. I really need to change settings on this computer so this doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, I figured red thread was coming. I have a ton of stuff to finish, so it's not a surprise. Currently, we had been working through, before the beam dive started, we were actually working through the messenger. But yeah, Reese, Talos is amazing. Joe and I loved that one. I would say I think I like Talos more than I liked Witness. Then finish Unravel 2. I don't know, though. I would say The Witness is a harder game just because, like, it's just innately harder. Just so you know, Dan, crud, we can't actually beat you. I think The Witness is my best walkthrough. By far. I think out of all the ones I've written, like from an objective standpoint of just like I can look at the thank yous on it and go with that, but I would say just from my own feeling about how the work I put in, I think Witness is the one I'm most proud of, the effort that went into it. And I really do like Witness. It's just I think I like Talos better. I think I like the fact that Talos had a story. Or at least more defined of a story. Unfortunately, I haven't. I would love to play Getting Over It. But as I generally play Xbox stuff, and it's not on Xbox, we are slightly limited. You know what? Let's take a death. Why wouldn't I? I love those kinds of games. I am somebody who loves a challenge. I should try Jump King. I've heard things about it. And Dopey rage quit it? Ooh, there's one for the consideration. Whoa, Helmosaur on a conveyor belt. Yes, Helmosaur's tail's not supposed to do that. I know. Then I will have to look into Jump King. As I said, I am somebody who enjoys platformer titles a lot, so and difficult games is usually not a deterrent. Oh wait, that was 2 items. Yeah, you just heard me say about the 2 item thing. Dungeons have a set, like, numbers of stuff in them. So, like, Skullwoods only has 2 items. The rest is dungeon stuff. So we found 2 items in Skullwoods, so then I know I don't have to find anything else there. We're heading towards Eastern Palace right now. Eastern Palace has 3 items. Usually you need the bow to beat Eastern Palace. But because we're in an Enemizer, the enemy that usually requires you to have... Ooh, boots. We got the Go Quicks. So yeah, last night we were featured on Speed Gaming as one of the 4 racers for a daily race. There were 9 of us in total, and I was one of the 4 who got on the channel for the night. Unfortunately, we came 3rd out of the 4 featured. I watched back the video because I wanted to see how I compared against the other featured runners. We did okay. I think the one thing I kind of regret in the race was... It turns out I actually got into Dark World first out of the 4 of us. So we actually beat a good portion of the group to the punch there. My mistake is that when I had the option to go into Misery Mire and opened up the entrance, I stopped going into Misery Mire. And progression was in Mire. So that put me... If I was like a minute or 2 ahead of a lot of the others at that moment, I probably lost about 8 to 10 minutes on that. So, big blunder. So we're already up to 2 items. Unfortunately, we need the big key. So we're gonna go through a dark room. Sorry, that means you can't see anything. But I promise, I actually know what I'm doing. Roughly speaking, I know what I'm doing. So yeah, we don't have the lamp yet. Logically, this isn't in logic. We did something we're not supposed to. But breaking the game is technically allowed. So we're gonna find out what boss is here, because maybe we can kill it, maybe we can't. The great mystery that is Enemizer. We will try to find the lamp. I prefer it. While I can manage a lot of dark room checks, it's just easier. You know, seeing what you're doing is actually a good thing in life. Gah. Who's the boss? There we go. That was Cold Stare. Our old buddy Cold Stare, always a fun one. We got those boots. Later, Reese. Thanks for hanging out. I hope the race goes well too. I could use a win. But for all I know, I'm facing a real pro tonight. Who knows? I think there were only like 30 runners tonight. Enemizer is definitely a mode that is not for the faint of heart. The thing is that, you know, if there's not... It's tough to say that that will definitely be the case, Dan, because what can happen is like, if, you know, I'm the lowest ranked person in this mode, you know, I could still run into somebody who will just wreck me. So, I don't know. Unfortunately, you know, as Joe was saying during her stream, like, I would love to play Undertale, but it's not Xbox. Oh yeah. There probably is. Can't do anything in thieves. I guess we'll go to pod. Or pyramid, or quakefish. Good place to always look is to see what's been done at like a Games Done Quick, because those roughly have, you know, like Undertale's one of those games that is very popular and probably gets a speed run for those kinds of modes. I don't know about a genocide run being in there, but I haven't watched enough. Like, the longer runs, I kind of tune in and out throughout. Oh, Cash with the knowledge bomb. Thanks, Cash. Gah. Come on, stop bullying me, you enemies. Cool. See, I think we did close to about 60 races last season. This is our 14th race this season. There's a rotation of 6 modes. During this season. This is just one of them, as I said, Enemizer. There's also Open, which is kind of like your vanilla mode. There's nothing really special about it besides the randomization is happening. Let's see what else. Ambrosia. Casual boots. Mystery and cross keys are the modes. Flute. Flute is something, it just doesn't help me much. Yet. And even then, it won't help me a lot in the future yet. Oh yeah, we're coming up on the possibility of another dark room. Come on. And this is why Enemizer is not cool sometimes. Hey, the flippers. And that's actually in logic, even though this room is dark, by the way. Hey, Scruff. Come on, save quit. Let's see, we got the flippers and we got the flute. 2 good items. Our menuing is leaving something to be desired today so far. Yeah, Scruff, I watched back the race last night. Figured it was worth seeing how I did compared to them. If I just, as I said in the interview, I just wish I had gone into Meyer. If I had gone into Meyer when I opened it the first time, I would have had hookshot at least 5 to 10 minutes before anybody else. But I played it too safe. By the way, Scruff, you did miss a hilarious Helmasaur fight. Helmasaur was in Skull Woods on the conveyor belt floor, and the tail was just doing like helicopter spin the whole fight. It's funny to see how that floor breaks bosses. Like, Argus on that floor, when it lands, it will just go back and forth, left and right. It won't do diagonal movement. Oh my god. That's a Lionel walking on water. Hey, we got a bottle with red goo in it. Quakefish and Pyramid are still two spots I haven't been to. Dark Cross and Hyrule Castle was in Logic. The lag is amazing. Hey, the mirror. That's a good find. What are we gonna go do with it? I have tried the Pantheon of Zote. It is an odd pantheon, to say the least. I forget what my record for most Zotes is, though. I will say my favorite boss of Hollow Knight is... Okay. Here's the thing when it comes to... I thought I had a mushroom. So yeah. Here's my thing with the bosses. My favorite boss, first time through the boss, is possibly a little different than my favorite after having done the Pantheon of the Hollow Nest too many times. But my favorite boss is actually Nightmare King Grim. I hadn't thought about it yet. I just joined this one kind of on a whim and didn't look at the schedule yet. So yeah, as I was saying, Nightmare King Grim is my favorite boss, partly because learning that boss the first time... Of course not. Entering an Enemizer race just because is the greatest decision ever. And good evening, Sean. This might be the dumbest thing I do tonight, though. Entering Swamp, Green Pendant Swamp, without the hook shot. But I really wasn't feeling Death Mountain without the mitts at this exact moment. Oh my god. Enemizer. Enemizer. That was just scary. Oh boy. Enemizer's a mean mode. By the way, that mirror was on Zora. So, for the first time in a long time, Zora was not a scam. Yeah, hey, like I said, I wanted Titan's Mitts before going up there, and we got the Titan's Mitts now. So a dip of Swamp Palace was required, and we made a good choice. Now, if you can just give me Ice Rod, then I could, I can't even enter TR. Actually, we could go try to clear... Wait. Enemizer. You don't necessarily need the Ice Rod. Yep, I've seen it. I've seen that, Sean. I've seen the spikes there. Pod Bridge is always a fun one. Spike rollers in the TR Darkroom is hilarious. There are some real... big spike on the TR, not on Laser Bridge, but the room before Laser Bridge. Anything involving spikes and bridges. Yeah, that was a very anticlimactic big key. I wonder where in GT the silver arrows were. But because big key was 1 or 3 for pretty much, or was 1 or 3, for almost all of us. I don't know. The commentators thought it might have been like Rando Room. But yeah, Ice Armos was possible. But yeah, nobody was going to go that far. Vortex only thought about it, I think, just for the lulz. Like, he got his bow and then decided to still clear Eastern Palace just to pull the pedestal. So I gotta give respect for Vortex going the extra mile. Yeah, the daily last night. It was not a kind daily. Ether. Yeah, that daily was mean. That was my first, second daily. That was the first time I've ever been restreamed. So, that was cool. I really enjoyed the experience. I will try to do them again in the future. I only did it just because, like, I think there was a lull in when the actual race is going on, and I was for ladder, and I was kind of like, I want to do something. Or like, the only other race last night was like a 10 p.m. cross keys. So it was like 10 p.m. cross keys or 11 p.m. open for the daily, and I was just like, I'm gonna do the 11 p.m. daily because I can probably finish that in 2 hours. But 10 p.m. cross keys is going to take me at least 3. And I'd rather not melt my brain for the next 3 to 4 hours on one of those. So I'll do dailies when they fit. Yeah, there's a cross keys tonight at 9. Radiance is a great boss. I will not disagree with you there. I definitely really enjoy that one. I would say my other favorite is the Sisters. The Sisters of Battle, or whether it's the original or the remix fight, it's one of my favorites. Good. Come on. Hey, a bow. Not necessarily super important. But yeah, last night's daily. Just for shits and giggles. We had... It was Aga. Because Moon Pearl was on Pyramid Ledge. Then it was Bombos on Lumberjack. Which was required for both Meyer and TR. And then Hammer was in... Hammer, Fire Rod, and Cane of Samaria were all in Hookshot Cave, with Hookshot in Mire. So you had to get into Dark World through Aghanim, go to the Lumberjack to get your Bombos medallion, and then you needed to go to Mire to get the Hookshot for that. It was quite the chain of events. Watched of the restreamed runners last night, so I don't know how the others were doing, because even the top restreamed runner last night was like 3rd or 4th place. Oh. I was first in a Dark World, and unfortunately I just didn't go to Mire. It was like... The commentators really felt bad because it just got out of hand. Vanilla Landmo. Release too early. That was a poke. Yeah, quite a few. Oh, that's right. So the worst, like so far, we've said some bad parts. So the other portion was flippers were in Turtle Rock and Ice Rod was in Ice Palace. So logical double dip. Oh, sorry. And Cape was in Pyramid Fairy, locked by Mire and Turtle Rock, and you needed the Cape because Bumper Ledge was the mirror. And the first bow we got was in Cave 45. Landmolus. That is actually the correct boss. For that dungeon, so it was a seed. For casual boots of all things, like that was one of the worst casual boot seeds I've ever seen. Hey, it's the Butter Sword. The one saving grace was we had Butter Sword within about 15-20 minutes last night. That's pretty much a normal reaction, Scruff. That's a very regular reaction for a bad race seed, is everybody is willing to say, oh my god, that sucked. It's possible, it's just very unlikely that you would see it. Fire shield and the bug nets. Okay, what's TR? Ether as well, okay. Powder. Ice rod. Sorry, processing in my head what that means. I think we're in go mode? Besides Ether Medallion? No hints from the studio audience, of course, but yeah, I think we're roughly in go mode. Besides that medallion. So we'll do Ice Palace first. Why not? And then we can go clear Thieves Town. Because what stopped us clearing Thieves was Argus. The Ice Age! Come on, Ether Medallion. Half Magic's really good, actually. So, if anybody hasn't seen this trick yet, we're gonna completely break Ice Palace. Or at least try to. Thank you. Oops. Thanks for coming around. Thanks for the follow, Alpha. Watch there be a hand in this room. Oh, I got bunny beamed. Not the rudest enemy ever in that ice floor. We've had spikes on that floor before, and that's terrible enemy in place there. Don't make me choose between iced tea and the boss for the last item. Just let it be here. Thank you. And who are you going to see down at the bottom of Ice Palace? A second Landmolus. I'm better than that. Might not have shown it, but I usually am. And we still haven't found the lamp. Very odd. Well, let's take down Argus. Quick, easy boss. And we're already at 4 crystals. Just over an hour in. And we're in pseudo go mode. Well, it's not pseudo-go mode. I mean, as soon as we find that ether medallion, we're set. Yeah, Scruff. There might be a stream earlier tomorrow. Might try out multi-stream, doing some bean diving with Joe. So I haven't considered the race side of things. Come on. Wow. Screw it. Yeah, I know. Thieves? I guess we go clear pod. You said it was 9 p.m. casual boots? I guess the question is, what is your thought on your end? Thanks for the host, Mr. Coolness. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I'll think about it. I haven't really considered on the race. I do like to do races in those times because they're usually good fits for me. Yeah, hey, Mr. Coolness. So, yeah, we'll think about it. We're taking a little bit of a roundabout path right now on some Dark World checks. Mirror bunk. Come on. We'll check Quakefish. I just want to get a few extra checks out of the way from overworld stuff because we're definitely missing on the overworld side of things right now. Hey, guess what? We're in go mode. Which means we're gonna do another lampless seed. Oh yeah! Good call. We don't see too many number things like that happen. I feel like we need a command for that, Joe. I feel like that should be a command. And not a serious one. Like, I know we have commands for the game modes, and those are serious, but I feel like that can be something different. So we did need the bow for this dungeon, specifically this one room. This might be the only spot we actually needed the bow. I just don't know what I want it to be, Scruff. That's the problem. Works for me. Hey, it's a six-eyed Moldorm. As I've said, Moldorm is just not that intimidating without something to fall through. There can always be multiple goes. Okay, so we just got to clear TR, and then we can go do Dang it. Stupid dead rock. Nobody likes you. So go and go to are the same thing now? Can't expect the brightest things from the bots. Oh, by the way, Scruff, Joe created or gave an achievement request. And we haven't run into a Trinex yet. The red thread in Unravel. I think that's the one for all the collectibles. Oh my god. Not that that precludes anybody from requesting an achievement. Because all that means is we can get a laundry list of achievements that I have to do. I knew it was coming. Oh, I'm finishing Bean Dive first. But that means I've got 2 achievements on the request to do, so. And that is for Way of the Machine, right? All I have to do is beat that one course? Okay. I realize how silly that sounds. Yeah, but I think we both know what that means for me. Is that the only one I never did was Way of the Machine. Because that was the only extreme track in that one, right? Oh, I'm sure there's a few other extreme tracks I hadn't done, but we could kind of gauge that based on which achievements I do and do not have. That was a lot harder than it usually is. One of the things that usually helps in that room is the reference of seeing the fire bars. And without the fire bars in the room, it was really hard to tell where I was going. I know I've got the item I need. I just wanted to see if maybe... You know what? I just wanted some extra health. I think I know what that one is, too. Yeah, I've tried that one recently. I think I got about halfway through the track. Yeah, no, I've given it a shot, but the beginning of Meteor Rain is hard. Yeah, I know that's the beginning of that track is the easy bit. Still not easy. And Cash, you're killing me, man. All the bad memories of that day. Hope Room. So that was 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Whoa! There's a room. You know, we haven't seen Trinex yet. Maybe we'll get an Ice Trinex. That sounds fair, right? Everybody want to see Ice Trinex tonight? Well, that ended that. 10. I'm at an hour and a half climbing GT to finish the race. At this point, I almost feel like I cheated you all out of like a truly painful Enemizer. I had a helicopter tonight. Yeah, we had a Helmasaur in... Yeah, we had Helmasaur in Skull Woods, so we got the Helmacopter. It was a glorious Helmacopter. Is Dopey live already? Okay. Well, then when we finish, I guess we'll go with Dopey. For the raid. To keep the raid train going. Ooh, a moth. As always, silly Enemizer. That's not what's supposed to be in this room. Oh wait, we're about to come up on the worst room, usually in Enemizer. What could it be? Oh. Okay. You rat bastard. I had plenty of time. Darn. There's worse. As Sean was saying, a spike on that middle platform is actually really, really bad. Oh, yeah, well. Silver arrows in Moldorm 2 chest. Oh, good. That's just so nice. We're gonna have to look at that one, Mr. Coolness. I don't know that one. Pure poker and pure hold'em. That was a pretty easy viddy. Without an acid floor, he's kind of a little toothless. And depending on how this achievement request thing goes, we might change costs. Missed the torch glitch, but that's okay. We've got silver arrows. question is, did we win or did we lose? We won! Thank you, thank you. Our official time was 1:41:34. We were the 6th person to finish their seed. Officially. There's a forfeit in there as well. So there are 8 of us now in the racing lobby. The lounge. Okay, so Joe wants to see the ketchup bottle sprite sometime. Okay. I guess we got to do the ketchup bottle sometime. Okay, let's take a look where my opponent is, because I do like to see where they are. But I do not go in my own. I go incognito. Oh, they just finished as well. That was a close one. 1.5 minute difference. Okay, let's speed through this, and then we will send everybody over to... Yeah, we'll just get down to the nitty-gritty to make sure that we got a, I want to know what my final count was. And you know what? While we're doing that, I'm going to take a look at your achievement that you gave me, Mr. Coolness. Pure Hold'em. And the achievement name was Pure Poker. Come on. That's just mean. Oof. So for those who don't know, Mr. Coolness requested the Pure Poker achievement in Pure Hold'em. For those interested in knowing, that is to reach level 100 in Pure Poker. Do you know how many people have that achievement as of right now out of the 4,913 people on TA who have it, the game? 9. Nine people. Whew. Okay, so I will look over the point stuff to make sure that I can keep track of the achievements that have been requested. But first, we're going to end the recording side of